As I said, I personally don't like that. I just, try to be present.
Well, hello folks, and welcome back to another installment of Storytime here at The Slice. And today I'm going to talk about the amazing chance I had to be at the Miami Open and ask Novak Djokovic questions at a press conference. And I'm going to explain why he didn't apparently like my question. So we're going to get into that on this episode of Storytime with The Slice.
So I don't have many bagels.
Welcome to The Slice.
Welcome to the slice.
Welcome to The Slice. Well, thanks for being here, folks. Like and subscribe. Click the like. That helps us out. And subscribe. Then you won't miss out on any of the stuff that we're doing here at The Slice. Courtside Sports sponsors this video. Use our code SLICE10 to get 10% off any new tennis gear, regular price tennis gear. So you could buy your next 2 rackets, get up to like $50 off. Like it's a no-brainer. Shop there. That's where we shop. Beckett still works there and support The Slice. You can also pick up a Bagel Time mug officially endorsed by Milos Raonic on our website along with this shirt, and read our new awesome articles that we have coming up all the time. But today is story time. And I've met Djokovic and Federer like I talked about in our last one, and it was an amazing time getting to be around these GOATs and watching them up close. I got to watch Djokovic on the center court at Miami, just right court level. And it was just unreal to see, one of the best to ever do it move like he does up close, and just how calculated and precise and basically perfectly he plays the game. It's insane. So in the press conference, I went to his press conference, I think after the first match. And what happened was, I'd already seen Federer. I'd seen Djokovic around. Djokovic was like an hour late to our press conference. Showed up. I'm just saying, I'm not making any speculations or assumptions onto his character or anything like this. I'm just saying what happened. So we were all waiting around for Novak Djokovic to come in. He showed up about an hour late. No apology, might I add. Just kind of sat down, business. It was late. I forget what time it was. Anyways, he sits down, and there's like 4 or 5 of us there. I pipe up and ask my first question about his upcoming match with Bernard Tomic. Everything went fine. Here it is. Hey, Novak. First match of the tournament for you today against a guy who doesn't have great, I wouldn't consider like a rhythm player. How do you think you handled him being an unconventional guy to get your rhythm back?
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't give you much rhythm at all. Every ball is different. And he can play equally well, in the court and also far behind the baseline, slows down the pace. He just has very unconventional shots. So it's kind of hard to play someone that you can't really predict what's next. And he's got this service motion. You really don't know where he's going to go. And he can hit his spots really nicely. I thought he served very well, and it was really hard for me to kind of read his serve. But, second set I played better, and, overall it was a solid match.
So then we're coming to the end of this little press conference, and I ask another question, and this is the one that Djokovic didn't, I guess, necessarily like. It's not like he freaked out on me, disclaimer, but as he will say here, he doesn't like comparing things. So here's the question. Hey, Novak. I remember last year at this time is when your level started to really ramp up in the clay season. You started to get more consistent results. So now after like a year and you're the number one again, where's your confidence at now compared to other times of your career when you've been the number one? Like, do you feel as good as you did back then, like say 2014, 15?
It's really kind of hard to compare, and I never liked comparing any seasons and years. I just feel like, we are all evolving and everything is evolving in life, so it's kind of hard to compare. And I, as I said, I personally don't like that. I just, try to be present as much as I can. So grateful that I have, obviously opportunity to be at top of the men's game again. And the last 10 to 12 months have been really special. Unlike anything I have experienced before in my career, that's for sure. With considering 12 months ago, I was in the way I was playing, feeling, post-surgery and everything. And to be where I am today is quite phenomenal, really. And I'm proud of it. Also would not have done it without the support of the team and family and everyone who was with me there. But yeah, I think that injury and the process of getting back to my top level, makes this journey even more special. And it definitely has taught me showed me things about myself and that I've, not known before. I had to really dig deep, in those moments where I was really doubting everything. And so it's quite a journey, and I'm just grateful to go through that experience.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So yeah, there you have it. Djokovic does not like comparing himself to now in the past, but then he kind of did go on to actually talk about the past and how special it was to come out of surgery and to win the majors and get back to the top of men's tennis. He likes to slowly, methodically talk about his successes and whatever. He seemed very kind of just like laid back and kind of didn't want to be there in that press conference. To be honest, I don't blame any players. It's not like for not wanting to do press all the time. Whatever. That's just our encounter. But I didn't think my question was that ridiculous because in Miami 2019, Djokovic had come back from surgery after playing like garbage in 2017. And then in 18, had surgery and kept getting better. And I thought it was amazing how he was playing so poorly in 2018, Indian Wells, Miami. Talked to Brad Gilbert and Chris Fowler there about Djokovic, where he lost to Taro Daniels in the first round and said like he had felt like he had never played a tennis match before, a professional tennis match. So that's like crazy to watch, a guy who'd won all those Grand Slams, the best player in the world for a super long time, say that. So then when he came back and his level got better through the clay court swing in 2018, then he won Wimbledon out of kind of nowhere almost, and then he won the US Open, and then he won the Australian Open, and he got back to world number one. It's like he took over again. So my question was, you were at number one, you were dominating from basically 2012 to 2015, like 16. And you're the number one player in the world, and you kind of just risen to the top. But then you had this big falling away, and now you're back at the top. Is it different? What's the similarities? And then he just didn't really, I guess, like comparing himself. So I don't know. Rate my question. What do you think about my question? What do you think about his response? I don't know. I don't think he's mean or he was a wanker or anything like that. But, he just didn't like comparing things. But anyways, that's just a story of how I got to ask Djokovic questions like that, which is amazing. So we're going to have more of that when the tour returns. Upcoming, he has the Adria Tour that he's founded, and all the proceeds from it are going to, after they pay the players, I guess, or whatever, or not, I don't know, are going to charity. So kudos to Djokovic for organizing some tennis for us all to watch during this coronavirus craziness lockdown. So yeah, that's my encounters, which one of the only pretty much encounter I've had with Djokovic on the tours. Thank you for supporting us. In the future, what we do at the Front Row Show, which is our Patreon account, we take questions from the people who support us on Patreon and ask them the pros. We did that with Milos Raonic. So if you join Patreon, which is the link below, you can join. It's only $4 a month or whatever you even want to pay, and you get access to our videos that are only on there, and you get the chance to ask questions to pro players because you help us get there. So you can also help us get there by buying our merch on the website. Like I said, officially endorsed by Milos Raonic, and just heading to the website, theslicetennis.com, to check out all our other stuff. But anyways, this has been story time with The Slice. We're keeping you up to date during the coronavirus time, and we're reminiscing back in the days when pro tennis used to exist. But it will come back, folks. Keep heart. We'll talk to you very soon. Bye.